What's up, Honors English 3? Sorry for the little wait here. Rubrics in Turnitin.com are a beast to make, but I'm happy with what I was able to do there. One thing I like to do on virtual days is give you guys a chance to pray if you have not done so already. So if you need to take a chance to, or take a moment to pause this video and just say a quick prayer for your virtual learning today, go for it. Otherwise, we'll continue with just some reminders on how to finish your sonnet analysis essay. All right, y'all. So I hope we had a chance to pray there. As we continue, you're watching these finishing your sonnet essay video right now. I want to be able to set you up for success to finish drafting your sonnet analysis essay, as well as start editing your work. I just want to show you a few things in Schoology that are there for you. Just in case I forget this later, just some reminders. Sonnet analysis essays I would like to be turned in by the end of Tuesday. You got the long weekend to do so. I really don't want us juggling essay writing too much longer as we are reading through Othello. We'll get started on Act 2 on Wednesday. With that being said, I would want you to at least finish the reading for Act 1 for Wednesday. We'll do some discussion using our reading guide questions as well. I did put the full text of Othello into today's lesson folder, as well as a copy of those questions. We'll use those to guide discussion once we're back together. Then we'll move into Act 2. So in today's lesson folder, you'll see a lot of stuff. So you're watching this lesson video now. You'll see right below our video, you'll see sonnet analysis essay proofreading checklist. Not going to go through this in depth, but if I view it real quick, this is just a checklist that gives you ideas on what to look for as you are editing your document. So we all started typing our sonnet analysis essays in class last week. This gives you a chance to finish your drafting, but then check your own work before you submit it. On this document, it's revising on the front, so are all the ideas properly there? So one thing I added in for this one specifically is when you cite your evidence, line numbers for poetry, they're sonnets, so for the most part you're working with lines 1 through 14. If you're direct quoting multiple lines at the same time, use slashes between lines. You can see that in my example essay, which is also in Schoology. One thing I should have mentioned more as we've been drafting too, at some point your essay should identify whether your sonnet is Italian or English. You could call it Petrarchan or Shakespearean. All has to do with how it's divided into stanzas. Again, if it has an octet and a sestet, ABBA, and then a bunch of C's and D's in the sestet, it's Italian. Shakespearean is 3 quatrains and then that rhyming couplet at the end. It'd be nice to identify that, whether that's in your introduction or somewhere in your body. I think I did it in my first body paragraph for mine. The backside is editing, so things like checking through for spelling, capitalizing proper nouns, first word in every sentence, punctuation, everything from end marks all the way through quotation marks for any direct quotes that you use, apostrophes to show possession. I did put some formatting reminders at the bottom too. So do you have an MLA heading and a title? Correct margins, indenting each paragraph, Times New Roman font or similar, double spacing. Those are things that we've covered already, but that's just a little refresher course on what I would like to see inside of your essay. Again, my example essay is properly formatted at least. I just haven't extensively edited mine just yet. Correction, my example essay is in yesterday's lesson folder. I'm going to leave it there so as not to clutter up this one. The other things you'll see in today's lesson folder, besides the space to turn in your essay, is again the full text of Othello and then our reading guide. We're just going to use this first act for discussion. Acts 2 and 3 together, it will be a collected graded assignment. We'll take those a little more slowly than we've taken Act 1 so far. Once you are done typing and editing your sonnet analysis essay, a space to turn it in is right here. I think I saw that Lamarion turned his in early, but I had to remove it just because I made changes to the rubric after he did that. So Lamarion, you'll need to resubmit yours once you're ready. Again, your view is going to be different here. You'll see that blue upload submission or upload file button. If you're typing in Word Online, it's easiest to click Cloud Submission and then OneDrive to pull up your file storage. They'll give you a chance to turn your essay in that way. I do want to encourage you guys a little bit. I'm a big believer in revisions. So if you are not 1,000,000% confident or certain that you did great on your essay, it might even be wise to turn it in its current state. Again, do a little bit of editing first. Turn it in and then see how my comments go. I'm not the easiest essay grader in the world. I'm also not the harshest. I think you'll find my comments to be pretty fair. From there, we revise for a higher grade. I haven't decided yet whether we'll revise for 50% back or 75% back of the points that you miss the first time around. I won't really know until I can actually see some essays for grading. You can do this step at any point this weekend, but I would like to see essays turned in by the end of Tuesday so I can start working on them next week. I want to get off the dang Chromebooks in class so that we can enjoy the reading of Othello, Act 2, moving into Act 3 next week. Once again, y'all, I also left yesterday's lesson folder available too, so that you have easy access to your outline if you've been outlining online, as well as my example outline and unedited essay. Those are there for you as a reference. I just didn't want to super clutter today's lesson folder for you. If you do have any questions as you're working on your essay throughout this weekend, don't be afraid to drop me a message or an email. I'll do my best to get back to you. Otherwise, I have some grading and updating to do for you guys anyway. I hope to spend some time on Wednesday or Thursday to talk about writing feedback too. I've spoken too much. Until then, peace.